Drop it. What's good, everybody? What's good, YouTube world? Y'all already know what it is. The one man, four size and flavor of DFW Sports rocking up in here. Had a good game night. Good game night. Actually, it's been a great weekend for the DFW, but I won't spill all the beans all in one sitting right here. But y'all already know where y'all at. DFW Sports Raps. Like, subscribe, hit that notification chime. Follow me on X at Drewski Selfmade. You can also check my email right down at the bottom if y'all want to talk about some things going up in here. I had to take a little, I would have came to the live chat a little bit much more earlier, but we kind of had to simmer down from that Mavs victory that just came up in there. Man, that was a crazy game right there. And it's like you still couldn't have no peace if you were a DFW fan of any one of these teams up in there. So, bruh. But Mavs get a big victory, 121-119 over OKC. Little CJ, what's good up in there, chiming up in there. He told me, he said 10-game winning streak up and coming, man. I hope so. You ain't lying about that. But, hey, no Luka tonight. Now, OKC was banged up too. See, this wasn't like the victory that we took over the San Antonio Spurs when they didn't have Victor Wembanyama, and then we were almost at full strength. And, it was good to get that win. I mean, this is a back-to-back game that you were playing, but it was good to get that win over San Antonio, doing what you were supposed to do. It's not like the team really played that great, but they played good enough to, handle their business and do what they needed to do. But Luka gets his rest tonight, and it was no problem as Mr. Standing on Business himself, PJ Washington, put up 27 points and 17 rebounds. And I mean, mostly where the night for the Mavericks where they made their hay is they controlled the glass using their size for facts. They dominated in the rebound category. I think they were 61-39 right there. So you got a plus 20 advantage on the rebound on the glass. And then what I like to see from the Dallas Mavericks that you got, I mean, I think you had seven Mavs in double figures tonight. Seven Mavs in double figures, but where the Mavericks made their hay tonight, where they won this game tonight, was on that free money free throw line strike. Because they were very aggressive, and all it looked like what OKC could only do was foul when the Mavericks got aggressive. So give credit to the Mavericks. No Luka, you saw a little bit more pace going in there. You saw the Mavs trying to get way more aggressive, being more selective in their shots. You saw great tempo, and you just saw a team that was really hungry to get after it, especially coming off of back-to-back. You wonder about the Mavs. It seemed like early in the beginning they might have, had a little lull, but then they just picked up the pace toward the end of the first period, put up damn near 40 points in the first period, kept it going almost through the second period. But throughout the game, they really, really kept their foot on the gas for most points. Now, OKC made their run. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he did his thing. Lil CJ say Kyrie took a backseat and let everyone cook. I mean, Kyrie still got off. I think Kyrie had like 23 points, something like that. Big Mike, what's good? Switch for Real Basketball. Make sure y'all check out this channel right here, Switch for Real Basketball. Him and the guys break down a lot of basketball content. Damn show for the Mavs. So Big Mike, big shout out to you. Without Luka, the team gelled and showed we're a good team. Man, we have that type of problem down here in the DFW. We really, really have this type of problem in the DFW where our star players that get, that's put like Dak Prescott and all this stuff always happens around our star players. TJK, what's up, man? I was checking you out earlier, man. Hey, it's been going back and forth. Like you said, you got to believe. You got to believe. You got to believe. What's good, man? Make sure you check out TGK TV for sure. My man hold it down, doing a whole bunch of Maverick stuff. Y'all really want to get the Mavs inside? My dude hold it down over there. So big shout out to him right there. Big shout out to him. Oh, yeah. This is yeah. Appreciate you. Good looking out right there. Hey, man. Appreciate you looking on the love for that, man. Hey, like I said, you already know on this channel, man, we hold it down for everybody. But man, you hold it down for the Mavs, man. Make sure y'all check out what he just did on his post game, which he does pregame and post game from all Mavericks content, man. But a lot of us is still pumped up. It's kind of hard to go to sleep and wind down after a game like that. That game had your heart in your chest. The Mavericks had this game holding down, but they just seemed like, it was just going to be one of them games where y'all just couldn't finish, which has been the Mavericks' MO all season. They have just not been able to really close out games when they need it. But looking at the Mavs, you look at the free throw line stripe, 30 of 36, 30 points from the free throw line, 30 of them. Hey, that's the big key of the victory right there. They rebounded good, but damn, you turned that boy over 16 times. Come on now. You can't be doing all that. What's up, big bro? What up, Bug? What's good? That was a great win by the Mavericks. Hey, like you said, we wasn't really that excited about the Mavericks beating the San Antonio Spurs without Victor, but then now no Luka, no shit. Okay, that cancels out. What can the Mavericks do? And PJ Washington really took it upon himself to make things happen. Spencer Dinwiddie hit some big shots. Jaden Harden, I believe he had like a good 13 points coming up in there. The Mavs bench really helped and got through. You see Najee Marshall now down the stretch, he started turning that thing over. But for the most part, my man was really keeping it in there, doing his thing. And the team just move a little bit more faster with a little bit more pace with Luka Doncic. Now, don't get it twisted. You ain't going nowhere without Luka Doncic. Let's get this out and clear. But let's let him watch this for a minute. Observe his teammates going down forward, seeing how he should really be. Luka should always be Luka, but at the same time, yeah, man. Come on with it. What y'all got, chat? Nah, TJK, appreciate you for spending time and jumping in here, man. Appreciate you. And little CJ, you talk about the Pels, man. If I wasn't thinking right, man, because I did a little shopping today, but if I wasn't thinking right, them tickets are actually cheap for Tuesday. It's an NBA Cup game. I do want to see the hardwood floor, see how it looks, how they're gonna have it come down here. So I'm kind of torn in between the two because Monday we're going to the Houston Texans and Cowboys game. So, and I didn't spend the money. Big shout out to my man, Mr. Cowboy, if you're watching. Yeah, he hooked me up. His flight couldn't come in, so he said, man, if anybody gonna go in there and represent, I'll go in there and represent as long as I can. And I'll talk about the Cowboys coming up here shortly. But let's give it to the Mavs right here, man. The Mavs do their thing right here, big time. Back-to-back wins. You can, and like I said, you got New Orleans coming in Tuesday. This is going to be an NBA Cup game coming in. This is something now you get Luka a couple extra days rest where, yes, let's start getting back to full. And PJ, I don't see what the issue was with PJ, why he was out so long. Was his knee hurt that bad? Because my man looked like he been thirsting to get back out there on that court, and he showed no mercy on folks. And a lot of people been saying it online on X and everything. You see it, PJ Washington, he's just an OKC Thunder killer. And I mean, I don't want to go that far, but I will say it's like the MJ quote. Whenever he see OKC, he takes that personal. I don't know what done happened. Maybe something happened in his earlier NBA career, but for some reason, when he see OKC, it's personal. And my man loves to show out. Like I said, he had 27 points, but 10 of them came from the free throw stripe. He was 100% from the behind the arc, and that's double-digit free throws he took. Man, give PJ all his props. But like I said, don't exclude Kyrie up out of it. Kyrie, I just hate for the fact that the Mavericks get down here down the stretch and they start getting a little bit lost. Things start getting a little bit tense. And this is a problem we have a lot with Jason Kidd. We like, bro, you're sitting back a little bit too much. You a little too casual, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You way too casual. Way too casual. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm going to go check this out, and I believe it's going to be fire. TJK, I know you already, I think I saw the layout, and that's why I'm like, man, you know what? Wouldn't it be good to get some content going up in there? So I'm gonna come out with that for sure. We're gonna have to see. It's a 7:30 game too, so you might just have to stick to the channel and see back to back how we get down in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, how we do it everywhere around here. But Mavs, you look going forward. They got this NBA Cup game going here, and for the Thunder to be 11-2 on the road, that atmosphere wasn't a true OKC atmosphere that you normally see. It wasn't as much packed, but give credit to the Mavs. They really kept OKC crowd kind of out of it. So, yeah, their size really bullied them. It bullied them, and TJK told me about it. Yes, he had that knee sprain, but you talking about, damn, if you're gonna have a knee sprain, sit out a few games, and you come back doing that, you know what? I think in this long season, we can get probably 2 more of those and see how you come back. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm just playing, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But we know PJ Washington, he from the area. You know, he from Frisco, he got recruited up out of Frisco, but he's from here. So he loved beating them. It's just a thing that's some players just, you can say you're supposed to be ready and be professional for every game. You know, you're supposed to be up for every game, but come on, man. If you got like a job, trust me, every day that you're going to work, let's say you only take 2 weeks out of the whole year. Every day you're not going that hard. There's just some days you don't have it in you. And if you are, bravo to you. But, you know, certain things you get up for. If you know it's payday or something like that, or if you know just certain things you get up for, and PJ gets up for OKC. And I ain't mad at him. I'm glad he did it because we needed it today. Despite turning on, and if the Mavericks don't turn over the ball 16 times, hell, you turn the ball over 10 times, they win this game probably by double digits. I mean, them turning over the ball at the rate that they did really made this game unnecessarily close than it had to be, because the Mavericks really had this game in control. They could have got more, but they kept turning the basketball over. That's about the one blemish you saw up on this game right there. You like to see the Mavs take care of the basketball. And y'all just get stronger down the stretch. Somehow, some way, Jason Kidd, you got to find out what lineup you're trying to run with and how to make that work to go down the stretch where they can play offense, get offense, and then they can play defense. That's something that Jason Kidd is rattling with. But at the same time, I mean, let's give Jason Kidd some of his credit. I mean, toward the end, he did make a good timeout call where they were able to inbound the ball back, and they were able to have the situation to play out the way it did. Now, unfortunately for Kyrie, he got tied up and it ended up in the jump ball, and then everything just kept spinning along. But Mavericks getting this victory, it cools the chatter for Jason Kidd. Really, it does. Winning without Luka, that's big. I'll take that. But at the same time, and it's a lot of Mavericks fans that was probably before this game that if they're diehard, a lot of them were like, there's no way they win without Luka. But a lot of us Mavericks fans was like, you know what? I can still see the Mavs pulling this off. They should, because one of their best players is not out. So it should be a wash. How good is the Mavericks depth? And you see the Mavs actually got pieces to still, okay, one person is down. Now, it was different when it was Derek Lively and PJ Washington. That's where the Mavericks were struggling. But let's keep it real. Since Derek Lively done came back, made a difference. But since PJ Washington done came back, Mavs look totally different. Mavs look really, really different. And they're playing with an edge to themselves. So they're not real physical, but they're playing with some edge to themselves. And that's all you can ask for with the Mavs. So their next game, like I said, will be Tuesday at the AAC in an NBA Cup game down here, 7:30. I'm torn if I'm going to go to that game. That ticket is very cheap for a good quality seat, matter of fact. So, TGK, if you're watching, hey, man, if you ain't got nothing to do that Monday or Tuesday, then, hey, I recommend it to a lot of people. There's a good lot of seats in there for cheap because the Pelicans, ain't too much as good, but it's an NBA Cup game. I'm interested to see how it look. I just got to catch that environment. Be one of the first times, it been an NBA Cup game down here. All that type of stuff. So it'll be good for the content. We looking forward to that. Before I jump into the Cowboys, talking about them and their that talk will probably be no more than about 10 minutes because that hurt. This hurt. Oh yeah, he got the pregame and postgame. I got you. But you know what? If I go, I'm gonna make sure I represent for all of us down there. You know what I'm saying? You know, popping up every now and then. Like I said, for all my subscribers, man, make sure you check out TGK TV, man, all the time. That kid Garcia right there, man. He do his thing. He do his thing. Big time. Big time. Plus the White Howard is, bro. Never mind. I see that dude be chiming on your stuff. The White Howard is beige, but the White Powell, he beiger. Man, I see all that stuff be happening, but it's a lot of things went DFW. It's a lot of things went DFW. TCU. TCU women's basketball had a big upset today as they did take down the number 13 NC State. They took them down 76-73 down here in Fort Worth, Texas. So that's a big win for them. Big up to the Dallas Stars as they did get the number one. Their lottery pick came through fruition. They got the luck of the draw and they get the number one pick in the NBA draft, WNBA draft coming soon. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Ogre out of Connecticut. So this ain't no spectacle about this. Let's see what the Dallas Wings can try to rebound, pair that up with a Arike Ogunbowale. Shoot, I likes that. I likes that. What else? What else done happened? SMU had a close game with Boston College, but they keep their playoff hopes alive. ACC championship contention alive as they escape over. Well, they put up a late touchdown, but they escaped over Boston College Eagles. I think it was 31-21. Big win for them as they just need this one victory against Virginia to clinch them a spot in the ACC championship. If they win out and win the ACC, they will bring a college football playoff right down here in Dallas. So right over there at Gerald Ford Stadium has been crackulating over there and populating in every which way a direction. Now, Cowboys tomorrow against the damn Houston Texans. This is an I-45 showdown rivalry for all my people who want to listen into some Cowboy talk. You know, we'll keep going up on the Mavs and the Stars. Don't let me forget about the Stars. The Stars ended up winning Saturday, matter of fact, against the Minnesota Wild 2-1, and they're on a win streak. I think they have won 4 out of 5 coming here as Mason Marchman was a double time goaler in that game against the Minnesota Wild. And, you know, anytime we play the Minnesota Wild, it's always up and it's forever stuck. Now that we got Matt Dumba on our squad, you feel some type of way, but he pledged his allegiance to the Stars as he got into the second scuffle within the first period. And he put hands on folks. So he put hands on the Wild to let them know, look, I don't ride with y'all no more. I ride with the Stars, and we salute you for that. All is forgiven, and we can go about that way, and we can keep on trucking. You talk about this fight in Arlington, man. Look. I'm just upset that everybody said Jerry Jones, you can do something about them windows, about the sun peeking in. And instead of the football game for the fight, he actually put curtains up on there. Why, bro? They fighting at nighttime. What you putting curtains up for? Come on, man. What is that? We hope the Cowboys can draft a lot of things. Hopefully, we hope they can draft a lot of things. I don't know what they're going to do. They might trade them, messing with these Jerry Jones folks, which is I'm going up in there. Joshua to go. What's good? Trey Fofo up in the house. What's good? Man, I'm still stoked off this Mavericks victory. I should be really just talking about them a lot, but I'm kind of trying to give a preview for the Cowboys as well because I'll be in attendance tomorrow, Monday Night Football in AT&T Stadium, where they have not won a game in 2024. Where not only have they not won a game, they done had 5 games in 2024 at AT&T Stadium since the start of the calendar, and I think 4 of the 5 they have got thrashed by 10, 20 plus points. Where the game be over at halftime. I'm sick of this, man. I'm sick of this. Jerry is beyond C now. Jerry is on that dope and that Jimmy Walker. He on that good alcohol. He said Cowboys gonna lose by like 7. Man, when you say 17, that's actually being nice. That's actually being nice, unless you're saying they're going to be getting blowed out and then all of a sudden they make that late fourth quarter rush like they always be doing. That's kind of how it go. Man, I seen the Bengals, man. I was going to have it on in here, but I started turning it on after the Mavs game and I saw the score and I was like, oh, well, let me calm down from the Mavs game. You know what I'm saying? Let me get ready to do this live. But, hey, man, I bet your Bengals will have a better chance beating us. So we going to talk about that when they meet up. When they meet up, we're going to talk about that. Yeah, you want to talk about that Lions game was embarrassing. Tell me about it. I was there. I was there for the Green Bay Packers playoff game. I was there for the New Orleans Saints parade game. I was there. I was there for the Baltimore Ravens game, even though they made it look decent, you know, in the end. And then I was there for that Detroit game. Good Lord have mercy. You want to talk about, ooh-wee, and it's hard to say, you know, I didn't use the argument about them 5 banners so much. I don't even want to use it. Don't even want to use it. Don't even want to use it. Looking at the Mavs schedule, how many games you think they can win in a row? Before I continue on the Cowboys, that's a good question. Let me look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So their next 6 games, you got the NBA Cup game with the Pelicans. Then you got another NBA Cup game against the Nuggets on the road. You got a 3-game road trip at Miami, at Atlanta. So those 2 games are back-to-back. Then you come down here, host the Knicks. Then you go to the Utah Jazz. I don't know if they can win that many games in a row. They should win Tuesday. Just talking about the Mavs real quick. They should win Tuesday. Friday, you already know going to Denver is one of those tough places. Miami ain't never easy, and then Atlanta is actually looking pretty decent. Mavs still have no room for error. They have no room for error. They really don't, because these 3 teams you're going to play out the East, I think going to have some playoff. They're going to be playoff Eastern, and you know the Knicks will. The Heat, I think, will shake up, but Atlanta right now, they're playing pretty good. What up, 2 Guns? What up, 2 Guns? Big shout out to you for joining in, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe on his channel, YouTube channel, Our Bleeping City. My man hold it down for all Boston sports, and you know, he gave me time to, you know, talk on his platform where we did the NBA finals last year. I mean, I can't be salty about it because, you know, his squad kicked everybody's ass. So it is what it is. But big shout out to my man witnessing all that. Make sure y'all check out his Boston content. It's always fire. Always fire. But Joshua, to go, y'all, after y'all come down here and beat the Cowboys, why don't y'all just say we'll trade T Higgins, you know, we'll give y'all T Higgins for maybe a draft pick or something like that. The Cowboys have gone 3 decades with 0. Hey, I mean, and you look at it, 30 years without a Super Bowl appearance, without an NFC championship appearance. Not only not a Super Bowl appearance, not an NFC championship appearance. You got 4 playoff victories to that. 4 of them. 4 of them. Come on, man. So this game, no Jordan Lewis now. Everybody is just taking their chance at basically being in the tub. We call them tub shouters because every time you look up, they in the tub shout. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Why you always in the tub, man? A lot of these boys is banged up, and you know, Cooper Rush and I do say that game against Philadelphia, it was a bad game by Cooper Rush. It was a terrible game, but I believe you'll see a better Cooper Rush this game. Only problem is they still suck. That's their bottom line and their problem. That's the bottom line and their problem. Oh, 2 Guns, what you say? He said the city got some type of payback from that BC game, man. Bill O'Brien, hey, but you know, it was a battle of DFW quarterbacks, as my man James, you know, who played at Duncanville, was against Kevin Jennings. So that was good back and forth going right there for sure. For sure. Hey, Mike McCarthy, you should see after the game, he be walking and it's like people don't even be noticing him. People say, why does everybody sit here talking to Jerry Jones all the time? Well, I have no reason, but when Mike McCarthy get up there to his presser post game, it don't sound like it be nobody in there. It sound like it's about the same two people asking all the questions. But then when you look at Jerry, boy, they be up on his double chin in that boy with their microphones and all that type of stuff. Just all up on him. You know what I'm talking about? All up on him trying to talk. I'm like, man, why y'all keep going to Jerry? Y'all know he up there tripping. And he gonna say something that he ain't got no business saying, which keeps bringing more pressure up on his Cowboys. Now, y'all know I've ride for Foe, but I died with Foe, bro. That man been trash, but it's not been all his fault. It's not all been his fault. Man, we hoping SMU do it. And with you representing the ACC, I'm pretty sure, you know, that's a slap into the face of the Big 12, because the Big 12 should have added SMU, but they didn't want to do that. Now, SMU, they ranked higher than any one of them fools up in the Big 12. So, hey, now they only lost, came to BYU, but BYU did take a L, and just got to hope SMU can keep going over. Who do y'all think will be the next head coach? I don't think Jerry will. He's not going to fire. He already made his bed in this year with the Dak Prescott and CD Lamb extension. Then he didn't want to make no moves. He let Dan Quinn go. He's really stuck in the sand with what he's going to do. Mike McCarthy should be fired a long time ago, but Jerry is going to stick to his guns no matter what the outcome comes. And if they get blown out by 30, I still find that hard to believe, but messing with Jerry, that's what it's gonna be. Messing with Jerry, that's exactly what it's gonna be. How was Dak's best season his rookie season? It was his best season because it was cheap. They didn't have to pay much for him, and they didn't ask him to do everything. That's normally how his best season ended up happening. Last year, his season was probably his best season. It's just he flamed out when it mattered the most, and that's always been a problem. Always been a problem. Appreciate you tuning in. I hope for sure. Appreciate it. Text 19, what's good? He said, I want to win this game against Houston. I moved closer to Houston area because of work, and I realized how much they hate us, not just Rangers, Mavericks, or Cowboys, but the city of Dallas. And you know what? The feeling is mutual. I'm telling you, what's on every Houston Texan fan mind, every Houston fan, they saw that parade that the New Orleans Saints put down here in Arlington, Texas, and they want to do it bigger. I'm telling you, that's exactly what they want to do. They want to do a parade bigger. They want to call Texas Live Houston Live. That's how much a lot of this is at stake right there. It's right next to it's right next to the Globe Life. Bruh, they want to literally throw a whole Houston party around here, bruh. If the Cowboys can somehow, like, you know, somehow pull this off, man, this could be probably their biggest win. We normally want to beat Philly, but now me looking at how everything went, I've went to these parades, and I wasn't planning to go to this game anyway, but thanks to my man, Mr. Cowboy, I'm going to be in there. So we gonna really make it do. We're going to really make it do. You think Mike McCarthy is gone? Jerry likes hanging on to coach. I mean, yes, he's going to hang on to him. He shouldn't, but he's going to hang on to him. He's going to hang on to him. Houston has Dallas envy. They hate us because they ain't. I'm telling you, and it's like, bro, when it's the state of Texas, and like I said, in Dallas, I would say me in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, we pay homage to the whole Houston more for the music. A lot of us grew up on Houston music for sure, all the OGs, but when it comes to like sports and even the night lifestyle, we're two totally different. We're them type of cousins that we cousins, but we don't fuck with each other like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you what is on Houston's mind. Every Houston fan, they're gonna be down here. They're gonna be deep. Them tickets is cheap at the Cowboy. They're still expensive, but they cheap for some good seats. Their whole mindset, they want to win by 25 plus points, and they want to have a Houston parade going from AT&T Stadium in front of Globe Life Field and then at Texas Live. I'm telling you that right now. And it's going to be hard for me to even be that way. Of course, you got the Paul Wall, Mike Jones, Scarface, UGK, you know what I'm saying? Swisher House, Chameleon, Slim Thug, all them, Zero, Trey, all of them. Devin the Dude, like I said, growing up, yeah, he worked with the music for sure, but, you know, coming through high school, you especially when 7-on-7 became big, you played those Houston teams, it ain't no love lost, bro. There ain't no love lost. None at all. As the Texas high school football playoffs are gearing off, make sure I start talking about more about that. But Cowboys, I feel they ain't got no chance because they ain't going to be able to stop no run. Joe Mixon is about to go wild. CJ Stroud. I mean, once you can't get no pass rush on, and if I'm Mike Zimmer, then you just got, they're more effective with the blitzing, and I think they should do that, but because you're not generating no pressure with 4. Now, Michael Parsons can make some things different, but I just don't see it. I just think the Texans will be too balanced. And they got a former couple Cowboys coming in. Well, I know Dalton Schultz, he's going to eat. I bet you he's going to be in the, it's going to be the run game. And then Dalton Schultz is going to eat a lot. And then Jordan Lewis is out. So that hurts as much. Bruh, it's not looking good. But thanks to my man, Mr. Cowboy, I'll be in the building. I'll be, I got to get off work in time, and then I'm going to shoot straight to the stadium. We'll try to give a live pregame go look, and depending on how the game is, if it's over before the fourth quarter, then you won't get no post-game wrap. But hopefully it can at least be a close game. That's all I'm asking for. Can y'all at least make these dudes sweat? Make them sweat, make them nervous a little bit. You know how it was tonight if you were a Mavericks fans and you were watching this game. You know how it felt like that, where it was, at least can it be that type of game? If it can be that type of game, it's all good. Then it's great content. Y'all can have y'all parade, but it ain't going to be because of you. We got blowed out. But unfortunately, to be real on it, and if you had to put your money on it, yeah. Cowboys, they're about to get spanked. It's about to be a Houston party through here. I'm sorry, y'all, but hopefully for my luck, I mean, this is why you do play the game. This ain't any given Sunday. Now it's any given Monday night. If the Texans really didn't prepare, but I just don't think this is a stage where they're going to let the Cowboys off the hook. Nah, that ain't going to happen. 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 None of the Cowboys superstars has have any impact. Any impact. The Cowboys superstar has been Brandon Aubrey. Man, I hope so. They already got one up on us with the Astros because they won the division. The Rockets came down here and they actually beat the brakes off of the Mavericks. Man, now you looking at this game, not even full strength. Good Lord have mercy. But hopefully what the Mavericks did with no Luka, maybe the Cowboys can do with no Dak Prescott in this game. Hey, all I know, do the players still believe in Mike McCarthy? This is why he should be fired, because I don't think nobody's believing in him. And then you're going to be at a coaching disadvantage if your players ain't fully buying in. But if they somehow buy in and he has an actual great game plan and they actually come ready to play, who knows? Who knows? Y'all might get the Cooper Rush that y'all been looking for, talking about he operates the offense better than Dak Prescott. Well, you might get that. I think you're going to get a better Cooper Rush. I just don't think this team is good enough. You see how they run? I think you're going to get a better Cooper Rush, but I just don't think it's going to be good enough. Give me the Houston Texans in that game. As you know what? I'll be at the game. I said Houston Texans, but I'll get a score when I'm at the game. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and check that notification chime, because we'll come back and we'll wrap on that for sure. But man, I don't even want to, press myself about it. I almost had to deny the ticket. But since he gave me the ticket, I'm like, you know what? You always on the show, Mr. Cowboy. We'll do you right. We'll go up in there and we'll make use of that ticket. And let's just hopefully we get us a good game. That's all I'm hoping for. Mavs big victory. And then, like I said, man, they play Tuesday down here in the NBA Cup game. I'm still going back and forth. The tickets are getting cheaper and cheaper. If I find the right deal, I look forward to getting in there, even though that should be a dub, but you never know. messing with the Mavericks. But at the same time, I got to see that court. I got to see how it is. So, yeah, man, Mavericks get a big victory, back-to-back dubs on the season. They trying to creep back more up into that Western playoff, getting to better shape coming up in here. But Mavericks just got to hold forward. That next slate that they got, it's not going to be easy. So to beat the Spurs and to beat the Thunder, that's a great start. Now go ahead and take care of business against New Orleans. They take care of business against New Orleans, and then the next three. See, that game against Denver is really going to be the tough one. That game is really going to be a tough one. But at those 3 games against the East that they play, those 3 games against the Eastern teams they play against Miami, Atlanta, and New York, they gotta go two out of 3. That stretch, they have to go 2 out of 3, and then you get the Utah Jazz on the road. You need to get your revenge and get that game back. You win 2 out of 3 against the East, and you beat the Utah Jazz. That'll give you 4 out of 5 right there, or 3 out of 4. My bad. That'll give you 3 out of 4, just depending on what you do against Denver. So you beat Denver, yeah, that can get you about 4 out of 5. Hopefully you can win them all. And we'll see what goes on there. But now the Mavs are back at 500. They stressed us out, but they ended up winning. No Luka, no problem. PJ Washington standing on business. That's how it goes. Cowboys will be in action tomorrow, so make sure y'all like, subscribe, check that notification chime. I'll be in the trenches. We'll be at the game. Let's see if they can just be competitive at AT&T Stadium. That's all we asking for. So big shout out to the chat. Hopeful soul up in here. Texas 19 as always, my man. Mikey Two Guns, appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to our Bleeping City. My man holds down a lot of Boston content as well. Appreciate my guy TJK for coming. TGK coming up in the building. Make sure y'all like, subscribe to that TGK TV as my man hosts down for all Mavericks content, pregame and postgame. My man got everything that you need. So after you check him out, check me out. Also, check out my man Big Mike and his crew at Switch for Real Basketball. They got a lot of basketball news going up in there. Y'all make sure y'all hold it down. Joshua the GOAT, appreciate you for tuning in. Everybody who gave me the Lil CJ, appreciate you for running up in here first. Feeling about that Mavs game. Sorry about, your Chiefs is all, they had their loss, but they still in better shape. I take their record than what the Cowboys got right now. So I'll take that, man. So, like I said, tomorrow we'll be live at the Cowboys game, pregame, and hopefully if it's a good game, we'll have a postgame because I'm not sitting through no blowout because, like I said, they're trying to have a parade, and I don't want to be in the mix for all that because I done been in the mix in that New Orleans one, and it got testy. It got real testy, and it got testy just because, I just mentioned the rings. Once I mentioned the rings, it's a problem. So I already know if it was a problem with New Orleans and it was a problem with the Ravens, and they got a couple rings, I know damn well it's going to be a problem with Houston. But it is what it is. Big bro, appreciate you for tuning the chat as well. Y'all come through tomorrow, man. Let's see if the Cowboys can be competitive. So with that, y'all already know I'm the one-man force, the eyes and flavor of DFW Sports. I'll catch y'all on the rebound. Mavs doing well right now. Win streak. Stars on a win streak. The Wings get the #1 lottery overall pick in the draft. TCU women's basketball catches a big upset. SMU football controls this own destiny, getting ready to host. If they win the ACC, basically host the college football playoff game, man. Look. And then you got the Cowboys. Yeah, man. It is what it is. But appreciate for all y'all tuning in. Y'all already know what to do. Make sure you do everything with love because love always wins. And with that, y'all, that's the law. I'm out, y'all. Catch me tomorrow. Cowboys.